now things just got serious. Champions League quarter-finals are here. We've got some big matches. Big matches. We've got Arsenal Bayern. We've got Barca PSG. Madrid versus Man City. Some big games coming up in the next few days. And we are going to be predicting them right here, right now. Let's do this. Starting off Tuesday's round of fixtures, we've got Real Madrid against Man City. Now, Man City, we know they're the hoarders after beating Inter Milan in the final last year in Istanbul. And of course, Man City are an absolute juggernaut with Haaland, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. The rest goes on. The list goes on with them. But yeah, Man City, they're a juggernaut. They dominate pretty much any team they play against. And yeah, I mean, Real Madrid, of course, they are the godfathers of this tournament. They've won it the most, 14 times. And yeah, they're having a good season themselves, Real Madrid. Top of La Liga by 8 points. And yeah, looking at some of these stats, Real Madrid haven't lost in 13 matches. They're unbeaten in 21 home games, so Man City are not going to find this easy at all. But Man City are unbeaten in 12 away games, and they haven't lost in 25 matches. And if we're looking at the head-to-head as well, Man City, last time they played each other, these two teams, Man City won 4-0, albeit it was at the Etihad, but they still managed to get the win. And last time it was at the Bernabeu, there was a 1-1 draw, which was last season. Yeah, if we're looking more at the stats, obviously Real Madrid are first in La Liga, Man City are third. Madrid have more wins, they've lost less games. But yeah, this is a hard one to call, because this could genuinely go either way. Both teams have quality sets of players. Like I've already said, with Man City, you've got Haaland, you've got De Bruyne, you've got Bernardo Silva, you've got Foden, Alvarez. It's ridiculous the squad they have. But Real Madrid have some decent players as well. Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Camavinga, Tchouameni. All really good players. And if they add Mbappe next season, it's going to be a bit worrying. But some predictions here. There's people are saying 2-1 to Madrid, 1-2, well 2-1 to Man City. 1s each, 2s each. Oh, this is a tough one to call. And this side of the draw, it's the toughest side of the draw because, yeah, you got Man City and Real Madrid on one side, and then you've got Arsenal Bayern as the other game on this side of the draw. So whoever wins this will be playing either Arsenal or Bayern Munich in the semis. This is tough to call, you know. This is so tough to call. Oh, Madrid at the Bernabeu on a Champions League night. It's tough for any team. It really is. I can't call this. Like the first game in, and I'm struggling to call it. I'm gonna say Real Madrid 1, Man City 1. It's going to end in a draw. It's going to end in a draw in the first leg at the Bernabeu. A repeat of what happened here last season when these two played each other. God, that was tough to predict. The other game on Tuesday night, Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. Now, Arsenal, they've been on a very good run this season, following off where they left off last season in the Premier League after narrowly missing out on the title, the Man City. But they've just continued to get stronger and stronger this season. Really are in the fight for the Premier League, and deservedly in the quarterfinals of the Champions League for the first time in many years. Many years. And as of recording this, as of the day of recording this, they've just beaten Brighton 3-0 away from home today. And yeah, a couple of weeks ago they held Man City to a 0-0 draw. So Arsenal are definitely the better team in this game based on form. Because Bayern Munich, they were 2-0 up. Heidenheim in the Bundesliga, they ended up losing 3-2. And the week before that, they lost to Dortmund. They have lost 2 consecutive games, Bayern Munich, That is unheard of, usually for them. Unheard of. They have had a horrendous season this season. Absolutely horrendous for their standards. They're now 16 points behind Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga. Harry Kane's cursed them. Harry Kane he's genuinely cursed. He leaves Tottenham to go and win trophies with Bayern Munich. And this is going to be the first time in like 11, 12 years where Bayern Munich haven't won the Bundesliga. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And yeah, both teams in the round of 16. Arsenal did struggle to beat Porto. They lost the first leg, but then managed to win on penalties. It was fair bit of Porto, because they've shown a hell of a lot of fight and determination. But Arsenal were just too much for them. And then Bayern Munich, they, similar to Arsenal, lost the first leg against Lazio, but managed to absolutely thump them at home. But yeah, Bayern Munich aren't the same this season. They really are not the same team as that they used to be. And yeah, they're struggling big time, Bayern. Struggling big time, so I can only say one winner here. I'm going to say Arsenal 2, Bayern Munich 1. 2-1 Arsenal win at the Emirates. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they went and won at the Allianz as well in the second leg. Wouldn't be surprised one bit. In fact, I'd honestly say that Arsenal are the favourites in this tie. I know historically that Arsenal versus Bayern has been very one-sided in Bayern's favour, but this isn't the same Bayern Munich. They are struggling big time this season, and Arsenal are just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Saka, Martinelli, Havertz is looking like a decent player. Yes, on paper, you could argue Bayern Munich have a better squad, but football's played on grass, and Bayern, they're not the same. They're not the same. So yeah, I'm going 2-1 Arsenal in this match on Tuesday night. Wednesday night now, and we've probably got with the worst fixture in the quarterfinals. Atletico Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. I mean, no disrespect to either of these two teams. They are rightfully here at this stage of the competition. But for a quarter-final tie, is it really like a glamorous tie as like some of the other ones like we've just talked about? Like Real Madrid versus Man City or Arsenal versus Bayern Munich? It's not. But both of these teams could definitely be a little bit of an underdog, especially on this side of the draw, where the winner of this game will play the winner of the Barca versus PSG game. But one of these teams could definitely get to the final. We're looking at the season, how the season's gone for both these teams. Atletico Madrid 4th in La Liga, whereas Dortmund 5th in the Bundesliga. Yeah, Atletico Madrid will hope to have been in more of a title fight in La Liga this season, but they haven't been able to keep up with Real Madrid or Barca in any way. In fact, just recently lost to Barca 3-0 at home, which is not a good result for them. But Atletico have been more of an attacking side this season. Usually, when we see Atletico Madrid, you're thinking, oh, they're going to be sitting back, 10 men behind the ball, Simeone tactics at his best. But no, they've actually been trying to score more goals this season. And it's somewhat worked out, but they're definitely more leaky at the back. And yeah, they haven't kept a clean sheet in 8 matches. If you told someone that 5 years ago, they would have called you insane. And yeah, Dortmund, they're unbeaten in 9 away games. Just recently beaten Bayern Munich, as I previously mentioned before. Dortmund are on a bit of a run. They are on a bit of a run, although saying that, as of the time of recording this, they have lost to Stuttgart at home. But before that, they won 4 games on the bounce. 2-0 away at Bayern, 3-1 at home to Frankfurt, 2-0 in the second leg against PSV in the round of 16, and then 2-1 away to Werder Bremen. Honestly, Dortmund could probably come into this feeling very, very confident. Of course, they're going to be missing Daniel Malen. He's a very, very big player for them. Out injured with a hip injury. But Atletico have their own injury problems. Hermoso could be out injured for this game. Memphis Depay could be out injured as well. Thomas Lamar, he's been out for a while, to be fair. I think Griezmann will be the difference here, though. I'm sad as a Barca fan. I am sad that Griezmann never worked out at Barca, but he just suits Atletico Madrid to a T. He really does. He is literally the definition of an Atletico Madrid player. He fits into their system perfectly, and he has always performed for them. And I honestly think he will be the difference here between these two teams. I'm going to say Atletico Madrid 2, Dortmund 1. 2-1 Atletico Madrid. Griezmann, I reckon, will get the first goal. And then Morata, of all people, will make it 2-0. But then Dortmund will pull one back with a Jadon Sancho goal. Heard it here first. Jadon Sancho will score in this game. And now some would say I've saved the best till last. PSG versus Barcelona. There is a lot of storylines in this game. A lot of storylines. Dembele up against his former club. Mbappe wanting to prove himself as he looks like he's going to go off to Real Madrid next season. Luis Enrique coming back to his former club that he used to manage. Xavi getting us to the quarterfinals for the first time in 4 years. This is a big game. Big game. Yeah, PSG, they're always a moment away from having an implosion. They really are. And history, it doesn't really suit them in this competition. They usually do bottle it at points. I mean, everybody remembers that famous comeback back in 2017 when Barca were 4-0 down, but they managed to win 6-1 in the second leg. Unbelievable stuff, that. Unbelievable. But yeah, based on this season, of course, PSG, they're winning the Farmers League. League One by the country mile. And Barca hasn't been that great of a season for Barcelona, I've got to be honest. Currently sat second in La Liga, 8 points behind Real Madrid. Yeah, Xavi's going to leave at the end of the season by the sounds of it. But been better in these recent weeks. Ever since we put Christensen in the midfield, our team's looked a lot more solid. We haven't lost in 11 matches. We're unbeaten in 5 away games. Some of our best performances of the season have come in recent weeks. The second leg against Napoli, when we went 2-0 up within a matter of minutes. Rafinha and João Cancelo were very big in that game. Very big. Fermin Lopez were top class performance as well. And then just a few days after that, we beat Atletico Madrid 3-0 away from home. Another top class performance from the team once again. But we're starting to pick up form a bit. Starting to pick up form when it really matters. For PSG, of course, they've of course been winning a lot of games in Ligue 1. Beating Nice 3-1, Montpellier 6-2, Marseille 2-0. Just recently beat Rennes 1-0. But the thing is, though, Luis Enrique has been subbing off Mbappe. Now, I don't know whether that's because Mbappe's future's up in the air, or whether that's because of tactical decisions from Lucho, but there's clearly some sort of a difference in opinion, shall we say, between the two of them. Now, obviously, we all know head-to-head, Barca haven't been in this stage of the competition for a few years now, so maybe nerves could get to some of the players. Maybe like Lamine Yamal, his first time experiencing being in this stage of the competition. Pau Cubarsí, and yeah. But overall, on paper, I would say yes, PSG have world-class attackers in Mbappe. He's the main danger man, if you ask me. Mbappe against our defence is kind of worrying. But But if we can keep him quiet, I honestly do believe that we could win this game. Genuinely do. And of course, Dembele up against Cancelo. That's kind of worrying as well, because Cancelo is not known for defending, and Dembele, with his rapid pace, could cause some serious problems to our backline. But I do believe we have the better midfield. De Jong should be back fit by this game. Gundogan's been top class all season. And yeah, even though we've missed Gavi for the majority of the season after he unfortunately suffered that horrific ACL injury, and Pedri's been in and out the side with injuries as well. But yeah, we have the better midfield. I honestly do believe that we have the better defence on paper. And I mean, of course, PSG is still a good team. I'm not denying that. PSG is still a very, very good team and can cause most teams in the world a serious amount of problems. But I honestly do believe that we could cause an upset, would you want to see it? Because I'd imagine a lot of people are predicting that PSG will win this game. Which is purely on the basis of that they have Mbappe. But if you can keep Mbappe quiet, I don't think there's much to PSG. I really don't. Their midfield isn't as good as what it used to be. They don't have Verratti anymore. I'll honestly say their best midfielder is Zari Emery, or however you pronounce his name, the young French midfielder that they have. Very exciting player, by the way. But whereas our midfield, Gundogan, De Jong, got Christensen in there. Of course, we have Aurier. He's pretty crap, I've got to admit. But on paper, our starting 11, I'd say is better. But PSG at the Parc de France, it's not easy there. It really isn't easy there. I mean, we got a draw the last time we played them in this stage of the competition, which is a 1-1 draw. After we got beat 4-1 at home. But, see, PSG, they don't really have history in this tournament. They really don't. They do not have history in the Champions League. They've never won it. PSG have never, ever won the Champions League. And it is their sole ambition to win it. They couldn't win it when Messi was at the club, along with Neymar, as well as Mbappe. And they'd probably see this as their last chance, to be honest, because everybody knows Mbappe is going to go to Real Madrid. Let's be real. Mbappe is going to go to Real Madrid. And like I've already mentioned, he'll want to prove himself against Barcelona, Real Madrid's eternal enemy, and go, hey, I'm here, Madrid, sign me up. And of course, Dembele, he'll have a point to prove against his former club. He will want to prove us wrong, but if I'm to predict the score, I was to predict the score, I'll see a PSG 2, Barca 2. I believe this is going to end in a 2-2 draw at the Parc de France. Both teams have been looking a bit suspect at the back this season, but I do believe that Mbappe will score in this game. Lewandowski will get one, and I believe Yamal will make it 2-1 to Barca, but then Mbappe will score last-minute equaliser and make it 2-2. Which will make it very interesting in the second leg as we head to the Montjuic. Could be a very, very interesting game. But yeah, that's all these predictions done. Just to recap, we went 1-1 with Real Madrid, Man City. 2-1 Arsenal, Bayern Munich. We went 2-1 with Atletico Madrid, Dortmund. And 2-2 PSG, Barca. So yeah, those are my predictions for the first leg of these quarterfinals. Let me know your predictions in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.